So it's Friday morning and I'm flying to Berlin later today, and I have a sense of calm, actually, just this sense of calmness over me. I'm kind of in that position now where I've just got to trust the training, believe in myself. I know come Sunday when I cross that finish line, I would have given it my absolute all. I would have left nothing out there, and I've just got to trust the process. The rest is up to the marathon gods. Having said that, I have been awake since about 2:30 this morning, just so much adrenaline, playing different scenarios through my head, but it's all part of the process. I love it, I enjoy it, and hey, it's what keeps us coming back for more, that's for sure. But yeah, I'm sort of at that phase now where I'm starting to really carb load. So in previous races like comrades marathons and for ultras, I did a thing called the Sultan diet, and that's where I pretty much depleted my body of carbs for the first 3 days of the week. So high protein, no carbs, and then carb loaded for the next 3 days. And the point of that was to really just have like a really more beneficial effect of the carb loading. You get to that start line feeling like Superman pretty much. But I found that doing it that drastically was giving me headaches, it was giving me migraines. Like I didn't feel like I needed to do that for a marathon, let's say. So what I do now is a reduced calorie diet and reduced carbs for the first 3 days. What works for me might not work for you, but that's what I do. And nothing drastic either, just slightly less calories. And then when I start carb loading, so pretty much from last night already, so Thursday night, Friday, Saturday, it's meant to have sort of the same effect where you really start feeling like you've come to life. And yeah, often I find in the just before a race, what helps bring a bit of confidence is looking back at the big sessions that you did throughout the block and reminding yourselves of them. So the three ones that stand out in my mind, the first is the 3x10k. Getting through that solo was definitely a big like sort of mini win within the block. The 4x5k, when I got to South Africa, landed the day before, next day, did an all-out park run, and then 3x5k. That was really a big session for me. And then the last one I think has to be the big half. Even though I didn't achieve the time I wanted to, I grinded through it. It was character building, the effort was there, and we got through it. So all those three things I'm going to think about in that last 10Ks and think, I got through that. I can get through this as well. And yeah, like I think the last thing I want to say is that why this means so much to me is because I've been visioning breaking 220 for the last quarter 2 years. I'm doing around 6,500 Ks a year, so it's well over 10,000 kilometers of just visioning breaking 220. I don't even want to imagine what will happen if I do. But yeah, I think that's why this really will just, mean the absolute world to me if it does happen. But yeah, the next video is going to be the race video. In this week, you'll see I went for a Dexa scan, talk through some of my tapering and just some of the thought process that goes through my head in a race like this. That's a wrap, guys. Next video is the race video. Enjoy. So I've come to central London today, and it is Dexa scan day. I know when the Dexa scan comes around, there's a big race just around the corner, so 4 days out. And I love to do Dexa scans from time to time just to keep in check with my body. Your body's a temple, look after it and it'll look after you. And I know in previous races I've been lighter, and when I did Rotterdam I definitely wasn't my lightest or my leanest, but I felt my strongest, and that was the best performance. So just remember, stronger always means faster, not necessarily lighter or leaner. So yeah, it's really cool because I get to compare sort of like my lean muscle mass, my weight, body fat percentage, all of that today versus previous times I've come. And then after the race, go back and analyze actually my best performances were when my body was X, you know what I mean? So yeah, let's go get the scan done, see what it's all about, and see where the body is at. Guys, check it out. This is one of my favorite bridges to walk over. So over there is around 2Ks to go for London Marathon. There's Big Ben over there, the London Eye. It's the most beautiful sunrise. And yeah, I absolutely love this city. Like, he who tires from London tires from life, that's for sure. But yeah, the results are in for the Dexa scan, and our fighting weight / racing weight is just under 74 kgs. think a 73.9, which is about a kg lighter than what I was at Rotterdam. I never ever count my calories. I try and eat cleanish and just eat sort of till I'm full, I suppose. So yeah, pretty much naturally, I could call it very similar to last time. Body fat percentage also very similar to last time. In fact, when I did Rotterdam, my body fat percentage was very close to what it is now, which is around 9.7. And that's when I raced my fastest. About a year and a half ago, my body fat percentage was around 8.5. So that's gone up a bit, but I'm feeling stronger than ever. So just goes to show you that stronger means faster, not necessarily lighter. Okay guys, in under 3 days time, I will know the result of my race. The nerves are through the roof. You know what, no matter how many races you've done, these nerves just keep coming back. But nerves are good. They can be used as energy. You can channel that adrenaline into the last 10Ks, which is exactly what I'm hopefully going to do come Sunday. But yeah, I think why I'm a little bit extra nervous is because I know the level and extent I'm going to push my body through. If I throw it back to Rotterdam, just around 6 months ago, in that last 10Ks, I thought, Nick, like, why are you doing this to yourself? And I'm definitely going to go through that thought process again. However, I'm mentally preparing for when that comes. And as you can see, I definitely need a haircut. The race cut is going to get done shortly after this. But before I do that, I thought I'd just quickly mention 3 things that I'm going to do differently this time compared to what I did at Rotterdam, where I ran 2:20 and 59 seconds. So the first thing is that I've got a sub-elite entry, which is an absolute game changer. That means I'm going to start closer to the front. Remember at Rotterdam, I started quite far back. I was around runners that were doing around 3 hours or so. And it really meant we sped up a lot in the beginning. We burnt a lot of our matches early on. So yeah, I should be just behind Kipchoge. I think there's around 30 elites, 30 sub-elites. So right on that start line, so that shouldn't be a factor at all. The second thing is that because I've got a sub-elite start, there's going to be nutrition stands en route. And that's just great. So, you know, last time, like I said, I missed the gel stop. This time there's going to be gels and electrolytes, carbs, whatever I put in my bottle, it's going to be there every 5Ks. And that really is a game changer. So I must take advantage of that. The third thing is that I'm going to run through halfway in 70, even just over 70, and go for that negative split strategy. If I look at my best runs, so when I ran my 5K in 14:34, I did a negative split. And when I ran Cambridge in 66:19, I did quite a big negative split as well. Those are the 2 best runs of my life. And both times I felt really strong at halfway and was able to put a negative split in. So I'm really hoping the stars align on Sunday. Having said that, marathons, you know, they're never fairy tales. They never, like, hardly ever go according to plan. There's always curveballs, especially when you're pushing your limits. And I need a lot to go right to break that magical sub 220. So at Rotterdam, I gave myself a rating of around 8 out of 10. That's how I felt on the day. At Berlin, I'm really hoping for, you know, a 9, 9.5, 10 out of 10 maybe, because you never quite know how you're going to feel on the day. I'm about to embrace the carb loading phase, which is one of my favorite things of the block. But sometimes on race day, things just click and it's amazing and it feels easy. And sometimes marathon pace doesn't. So let's just hope for one of those days. Peace out, catch you soon. Time to get the race cut. Let's go. So the race cut is in. And there's no going back now. I've got blue on top. We're going with the 3 Adidas race stripes on the side. And then the race number over here, number 144. It'll be pretty hilarious if they change my race number before the race. It would also be pretty funny if this blue wax ends up sweating and coming into my eyes. But the hairdresser assured me that that won't be the case, and we live life, we go for it. So yeah, I've just honestly, part of it is just enjoying the process. Like, you never know what's going to happen on race day, and I've thoroughly enjoyed the process. Honestly, I've said it a lot of times, but thank you so much for all the support out there. The rest is up to me to pull it off on race day. But before I get into that, I just want to give you some taper tips. So it's a crucial stage with like 2 weeks out, 1 week out. Really, whatever you do in that time can obviously jeopardize your race, and you don't want to undo all that good training. So a couple of things I do from 2 weeks out. So the second last week, I do around 70% of my total mileage volume. So if I've been doing around 100-mile weeks or 160 Ks, I think I did 100 Ks or so. So just really starting to bring some life back into the legs. Also, I don't go deep into the red from 10 days out. Obviously, you want to save that extra bit of pop for race day. Another thing is that in race week, I like to do a shorter track session on the Tuesday and a very short tempo session. Just getting used to marathon pace, marathon flow. But the most important thing in this phase is to listen to your body, because you never quite know how you're going to feel, and you have sessions planned in your head, or your coach might tell you to do sessions. But ultimately, you need to take ownership of your body and really listen to it. So at the moment, the body is feeling good. So yeah, we're almost at the start line. A little bit more vitamin C, and hopefully nothing will go wrong. And just to remind you, this is my third attempt. The next step has to be sub 220. And yeah, that's what I'm really locking in at Berlin. So I'm 100% believing in myself that I can do it. 3:19 a k is the pace, no slower. You know, if by some chance it's not my day and I do go over 220, well, you know what, it's not the end of the world. You know, I've got a good family, got a great team. We can then film another schedule, another crack at 220, but I honestly don't even want to think about that. I need my mindset needs to be 100% believing in myself that I can do it, and I have set that. So it's sub 220, and we're going for it no matter what. 3:19 a k, and that's it. We're going for it. So now the last thing is to do is to get the good carbs in. So I will always say good carbs are things like sweet potato, whole wheat pasta, brown rice, that sort of stuff. Carb loading is one of my favorite parts. So let me go and indulge. Okay guys, before I pack my bags and head off to Berlin, I just want to wish everyone who's got races coming up a massive good luck. Please, in the comments below, let me know what race you're doing. Let me know what time you're targeting. We can go back and check it. For those that are in Berlin, I'm going to be doing a short shakeout run at around 10 a.m. at the Brandenburg Gates on Saturday morning. So if you're up for it, come along. For people doing all other races all over the world, good luck. Give it your best shot. Leave nothing out there. Remember, positive mind, negative split. Let's go.